Well, the Children's Museum is launching a brand new summer camp. Summer in the Swamp immerses campers in hands-on learning adventures within Louisiana's unique swamp ecosystems. We have Alahna Moore, LCM's outreach coordinator, here to share more about that program and all the fun things that are going on at the Children's Museum. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, Shelby?
I am so good. And we've got a fun little experiment here, just one of the many things that you'll be doing at this Summer in the Swamp camp.
So this Summer in the Swamp camp is the first thing that we're doing for children age 6th grade to 8th grade. It's a really new, fun initiative where we're going to teach kids about the wetlands, the ecology here, and things that are going on in our natural environment with saltwater and freshwater.
Awesome. So to teach them, y'all are going to take some samples from around City Park and possibly even have a sample from the Mississippi River.
Yes, because the Mississippi River is more freshwater, whereas the open ocean and the Gulf is much saltier. And so as the salt water kind of comes inland, it actually affects the trees. The live oaks, for example, are not so much salt tolerant. So we're going to take the kids and actually have them go around City Park and do water quality testing in a fun and sweet way, but also, you know, using real science, as we can demonstrate.
They are going to love that. So one of the ways, and I think this is so cool, one of the ways that y'all will show them that there is a difference between freshwater and saltwater is using cherry tomatoes. This is something you can do at home.
Exactly. So this is a cool way to get kids observing kind of like things in their environment and how things might be a little bit different visually and then have an actual impact on the plants and animals around. So tomatoes will float in saltier water because it's denser.
Sure.
So one of the things we're going to have the kids do is the tomato test. So if you want to drop one in.
Okay, so that one's sunk.
Sample 2 sunk. I'll write it here. 2 sunk.
Okay, and then sample 1, back comes
it floats
up that tomato, so that means that is a saltier.
It's a saltier sample, and then to prove it, we have actual science. So this is a conductivity meter. Da-da-da-da.
And salt water is more conductive.
Yes, salt water is more conductive because it's more ionic. So basically, you put this in the water, which I'd love for you to do.
Oh, okay.
And there's a button on the side, and it says for that one, a
8.
8. Oh, let me write it down.
Okay. And then we'll go into the saltier water, and we get a 9.
A 9. Awesome.
There we go.
So yeah, this is a really cool way that we can have kids kind of just start to observe both visually but also doing these fun tricks to see how different parts of the environment, such as like a puddle versus our lagoon, which one's saltier, what plants do we notice in different spaces, and trying to get to understand more about how the ecology is changing here in Louisiana.
Which is a really cool thing for kids to learn about, but especially here where there is so much focus on our coastline. And I would love for my children to learn how different things are affecting our coastline, and maybe then start thinking further about how they could change that or make things different.
That's a big part of our Summer in the Swamp camp, is that we're trying to do this participatory action for children, where I grew up in Homa and I didn't really have this kind of education that I had a voice to impact change around me. And so we're trying to get young kids in the 6th to 8th grade range when they're, you know, middle school, high school.
Starting to understand things about the world, Yeah,
so we're starting to try to establish these connections to place and the environment we have here and how special it is in Louisiana and unique.
Yeah, so this is a 1-week camp. You don't want to miss it. Give me those dates and how kids can sign up.
It is July 14th through 18th. You can sign up on our website at lcm.org/camps. And yes, we'll be taking in 12 campers for this program. We do have scholarships available as well.
All right, Alahna, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shelby.
Well, coming up after the break.